They say public service is a calling until the government decides your call has been disconnected. He watched it happen to 11 people before him. Then he found his name on the list. 14 years. Gone. The irony? The system he helped maintain to track compliance was the one that flagged him for removal. I'm Wilson, and this is how 14 years of service ended. In one email, at 11:14 p.m., based on composite testimonies from real federal employees affected by agency-wide reductions, all details altered. The email came at 11:14 p.m. You weren't supposed to be check-in work email that late, but 14 years does something to a person. Some habits just don't die. Subject line. 3 words. Notice of separation. You read it twice, then a third time. I mean, what do you even do with that? 92,000 a year, 14 years. 3 words. You were 26 when you joined. Spring of 2011, your father asked. Government job? You said yes. He nodded. Didn't say much else. That was enough. Your first office was on the 3rd floor. Gray cubicle. Window facing a parking garage. Senior compliance analyst, GS9. Your job was check-in. That regulated facilities followed protocol. Boring to most people. You were built for it. You liked the rules, the consistency, the way every standard had a reason behind it. First year, you learned the system. Second year, you taught others. Third year, your supervisor called you the most reliable analyst on the floor. You printed that email and kept it. Somewhere in a drawer at home. You still have it. By 2018, you were a senior. GS12. 79,000. You handled the difficult cases. The ones that required institutional memory. Places that had been in the system for 20 years. You knew their history. You knew which inspectors had been there before you. You knew which violations were mistakes and which were patterns. That kind of knowledge takes time to build. You can't download it. You can't generate it. You just accumulate it. In 2020, you got promoted again. 87,000. You bought a used car. Nothing fancy. Your daughter started high school. You made it to her first game. Missed the second one for a site visit. She didn't say anything. She'd learned not to. You survived 4 administrations by then. That was the thing about civil service. It wasn't supposed to be political. The work was the work. The standards were the standards. Republicans came and went. Democrats came and went. You stayed. 'Cause the work stayed. January 2025. Something felt different. The emails had a new tone. Operational efficiency review. Workforce realignment initiative. Probationary status evaluation. You weren't probationary. 14 years. You figured you were fine. In February, Marcus from the 3rd floor was gone. One day he was there. Next day his desk was empty. No goodbye email. No nothing. Just gone. Then Diane. Then Kowalski. Then the woman who ran onboarding. Each one. A box. On a Tuesday. A forwarded email chain. Silence. You started counting. 11 people in 6 weeks. You weren't counting anymore after that. You kept your head down. You filed your reports early. You answered emails on weekends. You volunteered for the cases nobody wanted. You thought if I just make myself indispensable. But you knew, somewhere, the spreadsheet doesn't care about indispensable. The spreadsheet cares about line items. Your supervisor was reassigned in April. New supervisor came from outside. Didn't know the agency. Didn't know the work. Definitely didn't know you. His name was Patterson. He called you Daniele twice. You corrected him once. After that, you let it go. You filed your reports. You closed your cases. You renewed your professional certifications. You waited. Tuesday, October 14th. Your daughter was asleep. Your wife was watching something in the other room. You were at the kitchen table. Laptop open, coffee gone cold. Ugh, you weren't supposed to be checking email that late. But you were anyway. 11, 14 p.m. Subject, notice of separation. Body, 4 paragraphs. Effective immediately. Your position has been eliminated as part of agency-wide restructuring. Your access credentials will be deactivated at midnight. Please do not attempt to access government systems or facilities. Thank you for your service to the American people. Thank you for your service to the American people. You sat there for a while. Your wife asked if everything was okay. You said you needed a minute. She came to the doorway, looked at your face, didn't ask again. Wednesday morning, you drove to the office. 'Cause nobody told you not to. 'Cause you needed to understand. 'Cause 14 years doesn't end in 4 paragraphs. You parked in your usual spot. B14. 3rd level. You'd parked there for 6 years. You walked to the entrance, pressed your badge to the reader. The light flashed red. You pressed it again. Red. One more time. Red. The turnstile didn't move. Jerome came out. Jerome. 8 years on security. You'd brought him coffee during the winter visits. He knew your name. He knew your daughter's name. He had a list. He looked at it. He looked at you. He said, "I'm sorry, Daniel. I need you to step aside." You stepped aside. You stood there for a moment. Nobody came to explain. Nobody came at all. You walked back to your car. B14. 3rd level. You sat there for 40 minutes. You didn't cry. You didn't call anyone. You just sat there. Then you drove home. You're 41 now. It's been 3 weeks. Ha! You apply for jobs every morning. Analyst positions. Compliance roles. Anything adjacent. The private sector wants someone who moves fast. 14 years of government work. Ndang translate the way you think. Your daughter asked why you re-home so much. You said you re-between assignments. She's 16. She knows better. She didn't push. Your wife works extra shifts. You make dinner. You fold laundry. You renew your certifications. Even though nobody's asking. Sometimes you drive past the building, not on purpose. Just, the route is familiar. B14 is probably someone else's spot now. Or nobody's. 14 years. You believed in the work, man. You believed the work believed in you. The badge didn't agree. The system isn't broken. It's working exactly as designed. If you lived through something like this, send me an email. The address is in the description. Total confidentiality guaranteed. I'm Wilson. Thanks for listening.